Hi, Erica Young. My name is Denise Moody, and I am responding to your discussion board number 7. I read your discussion board along with a lot of other discussion boards, and what I found interesting in yours is how you pointed out the importance of the ethic codes, which I thought were important also, as well as the standards, because the ethic codes is basically the same for everyone. But when you look at the standards, I just said, okay, this is something that I have to remember in the field that I'm trying to actually go in. I do a lot of counseling now. Well, I don't call it counseling, I call it spiritual advising. But once I'm through with school, I know that the ethicals will be actually so important. And you also mentioned confidentiality, and you mentioned dealing with the clients and the way they're going to go through. Or you talked about the article that we did, yeah, and how we deal with the clients and how they're going to go through what they're going through and over time. But we need to counsel to help them in later also. Um, so all your responses was good. But when I think about when the question came and it said what we have learned concerning the principles, I know that principles also include the autonomy and and I always mess that word up, beneficings and the male non-beneficings and justice and all, and also confidentiality as well as boundaries and all. But I've been using boundaries and confidentiality, but I've learned so much more um, in this class. And I think what, when he asked for our input, our take on what we learned, it allowed me to elaborate because my problem was I would always want to tell you what to do instead of you listening and really after you get finished talking you can figure out what you're going through on your own and come up with some conclusions as well. And so I had to learn to step back and also don't try to put so much in the conversation, but only hear what I hear and elaborate on what I hear and don't bring things into the conversation that I didn't hear. That's a major problem for me. So I really enjoyed reading your responses. Um, and I just tell you, this class was what I needed, and I just prayed that I do well enough to pass because I sure don't want to take it again. Okay, but I appreciate your discussion board, and hopefully we'll see you in another class. Take care. Happy holidays.